So binomials and trinomials. So today let us start the class with what are trinomials. And has anybody heard the word trinomial? With binomial, there are two words like hue and cry. There was a lot of hue and cry. What do you mean by hue and cry? Lot of hue and cry. The work was done and dusted. These are binomials, two words which go together. Like you said, black and blue. The child was beaten black and blue. क्या मतलब होता है ये सबका? Any idea? Any idea? Any idea?
ब्लैक एंड ब्लू मतलब बहुत बुरी तरह से मारना.
हाँ, the beaten लग गया already. The beaten black and blue का मतलब होता है कि he was severely beaten and done and dusted. If I'm using the word done and dusted, it means that I have completed my work. The work is done and dusted. It means all complete. Similarly, when two words are used in the same order, like you cannot say dusted and done. जैसा लिखा हुआ है, as per the order, you cannot reverse the order. You will have to use it in the same order which you are seeing. So these are binomials with two words. And today we are going to take a look at trinomials, three words with their sentences and their meanings. It is going to be easier for you to update your vocabulary, because this is one thing which is very important if you would like to make your presence felt, and if you want to make a good impression, then of course you will have to back up your vocabulary, your language skills, your communication skills with a great with a lot of vocabulary like binomials, trinomials. So let us start with trinomials. So get these words done, and there will be exercises for this, because you will have to be really working hard on it. Either you make sentences in the class right in front of me with me. Let it be like a workshop wherein everybody is into something. Either you're writing or you're speaking or you're asking questions. A workshop is supposed to be full of activity. So it is not going to be just lecture classes. Business communication or business skills, it needs a lot of activity, it needs a lot of action. So let us start with the trinomials. Let me share the screen with you. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And these are the words, and these are also the explanation. So trinomial. Three words in a particular order. So these three little words that will make your communication impressive. Your English language stands on the pillars of idioms and phrases and expressions. Whether it's Hindi or English, language is something, expression is something which everybody looks forward to. And these are little stories, these are little words which add color to your communication. So if you want to make a good impression, if you want to be seen, if you want to be heard, if you want to make your presence felt, one thing is very important. You have to update your communication skills. And these skills are learnable skills. Nobody is born a good speaker. So good communication skills can be learned. So if you're inclined, the inclination is there, the feeling is there, yes, I want to do it. This feeling has got to be inside you. So you ask yourself whether I want to remain the same or whether it's all up to you. If you want to improve, you will be really willing and able. Now, this is another trinomial which I'll discuss later on. So these sweet little words can which can take you to the heights, right? So the interesting thing about these kinds of collections is that there is a fixed word order. You cannot reverse it. Like the very one expression which is very common: tall, dark, and handsome. Now you have to be using it as tall, dark, and handsome. You cannot write. You cannot use dark, tall, and handsome, or handsome, dark, and tall. You cannot do that. It has a fixed order. So if you miss out on one word, do not mess it up. Do not use it until you remember it again. So it's just what um, somebody says. It's just what I like in a man. The example sentence of trinomial. The first one is tall, dark, and handsome. So he is just he is just what I like in a man. He is tall, dark, and handsome. This is used to describe the stereotype of what an attractive man might look like. To describe the perfect man. He is tall, has dark hair, and is dark and is handsome. So well, at least my hair is getting darker as I get older. These are not. These are all spoken English, which I'm going to delete it. You just write down the tall, dark, and handsome. Well, if you want to describe someone, yeah, he is tall, he's got dark hair, and he is handsome. Dark here does not mean he is dark complexioned. Somebody is tall, has dark hair, and is handsome. The word handsome, D is silent. Handsome. Delete the D when you're pronouncing it. And the other one is the second is Australia won the gold, silver, and bronze at the Olympics 800 meter swimming finals. So you can go for whatever gold, silver, or bronze. Gold, silver, and bronze. You cannot use or. He was aiming at the gold, silver, and bronze at the Olympics. So use it together. Use it all three in one sentence. And it will always be followed with a comma. Like tall, comma, dark, and handsome. Be very careful of your punctuations. Students hardly ever bother about punctuations. They can go on and on without using any punctuations. Likewise, the first, second, and third. The first, second, and third. The first, second, and third cricketer. The first, second, and third best cricketers in the world are Australians, the Aussies. You can really, you can Indians if you want to do it. Though I do not know much about cricket, so I would not be knowing who are the first, second, and the third cricketers. Like the first, second, and the third student will be awarded for the presentation. The first, second, and the third were applauded by everybody. सभी ने उन लोगों की तारीफ की. किनकी? The first, second, and the third. The comma always comes after the first word. And the next is no way, sorry. I mean, no way, shape, or form. Way, shape, or form. I mean, no way, shape, or form a Manchester fan. what? Any form, any fan, जिसके भी आप फॉर्म है, आप किसी भी तरह से आप उसके फैन नहीं हैं. I mean, no way, in no shape, in no form. He said, I'm not at all. I'm in no way, shape, or form. Coffee. A movie fan, Shah Rukh fan, whatever, cricketer fan, whatever. This means not at all. Used to emphasize that what you are talking about is not true at all. I'm in no way, shape, or form ready to believe what you are saying. मतलब किसी तरह से भी आप रेडी नहीं आप बिलीव करने के लिए. Let me change it. I'm in no way, shape, or form ready to believe your story. मतलब किसी भी तरह से नहीं, किसी भी वे में, किसी भी शेप में, किसी भी फॉर्म में, I would be the last person to believe it. It means I am not going to believe it. So this means not at all, and which is using which we are using with a lot of emphasis that what we are talking about is not true. That we are trying to emphasize emphatically that no, this is not true. I mean, no way, shape, or form in the mood to go to the party. I'm not at all interested in going to the party. So the trinomial is no way, shape, or form. There can be multiple sentences. I am not at all interested. I'm not at all willing to go. I'm in no way, shape, a fan of a cricketer fan. तो किसी भी तरह से not at all. Why to use then? Cool, calm, and collected. Amidst the problems, परेशानियों के बावजूद भी, my father was always cool, calm, and collected. Despite the problems, despite the problems, my father was cool, calm, and collected as usual. Which means that he was very calm and controlled. And collected means he was in control. He controlled his emotions. He was cool. He remained calm. He remained cool. He was undisturbed, and he did not show his emotions because he had to. He had this skill to. He was capable of controlling his emotions. Cool, calm, and collected. My sentence was, despite the problems के बावजूद भी मेरे फादर शांत और कंट्रोल्ड और एट ईज दिखे या कूल दिखे, अनडिस्टर्ब्ड दिखे, शांत दिखे और कंट्रोल्ड हिज इमोशन. Collected means controlled. Again, I'm reading it out. This means that he was very calm and able to control his emotions, perhaps during a stressful situation. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we all have to we all have to remain cool, calm, and collected. You cannot reverse it. You cannot reverse like calm, cool, and collected. नहीं, आपको जैसे लिखा हुआ वैसे ही बोलना है. Cool, calm, and collected. We use this when some stressful situation, when there is some tension, despite the problems in his life, despite the problems, like I wrote my sentence, despite the problems in his life, my father was always seen cool, calm, and collected. We spoke about this, that, and the other. This, that, and the other, like here, there, and everywhere. Matlab, you talked about a lot of things. This means we spoke about all kinds of things under the sun. Everything we spoke about, without there being any structure or order to what we were talking about. We spoke about various kinds of things. So this, that, and the other. What were you talking about? Oh, this, that, and the other. मतलब यूं ही इधर उधर की बात और हर तरह की बात, right? So the phrase is this, that, and the other. So when you spoke about a lot of different kind of things, when you meet after some time, after a vacation, or when friends meet after, say, a gap, then they talk about a lot of things which has no structure, and then it doesn't have any order also. You can start with talking about films, then you can end up talking about crickets, and then you can talk about the pandemic or talk about your studies. So when you have a lot of things in your mind, so what was the topic of discussion? Oh, nothing much. It was just this, that, and the other. And small, medium, and large. This is an expression which they use. So, what kind of when you want to buy shirts or apparels or clothes? So the clothes can be the salesman can tell you that we have all kinds, small, medium, and large. For example, if you go to go to your friend's place, and if it's raining, and the host will tell you to why don't you change your clothes? तो आप कह सकते हैं क्या, maybe you do not have the clothes which will fit me. तो आपको कह सकता है वो. So we have all kinds, small, medium, and large. So you can take your pick. Small, medium, and large. The next phrase is ready, willing, and able. I don't know how many times I have used this trinomial in my content, or in my when I give out some news about some students participating in classes. The students were ready, willing, and able. It means you are all set, just waiting for the call, and you are ready. You are willing also. You want to do it, and you have the capability also. So willing, ready, willing, and able. So I'm ready, willing, and able. Just call me when you need me. It means I'm at your beck and call. Beck and call is a binomial. I'm not using it here, but ready, willing, and able is an expression, and it means that you are well prepared. That you are well prepared and capable of acting as soon as you are needed. You're capable. You're willing. You want to do it. It's not that you are reluctantly doing it. नहीं चाहते हुए भी आप करना चाह रहे हैं, ऐसी बात नहीं है. You are ready. आप किसी बात के लिए तैयार हैं. You are willing. You want to do it, and you are also capable. And the trinomial is ready, willing, and able. Like I said, I've used it so many times. Like students in the class were ready, willing, and able to start off with their presentation. Right. So this means that you're well prepared. Like today, Shubham was ready, willing, and able for making his presentation on the 7th of communication. Right. It means you're well prepared and capable of doing as told. All right. This is an expression about when the Christians
Excuse me,
They, yeah,
uh, I will speak one example of ready, willing, and able. Like a guard is always ready, willing, and able for his boss.
yeah, that's true. He's always prepared, like at his beck and call. But ready, willing, and able can be used in a lot of situations, and it is a very, it is something which is very, a very positive thing. Like I'm ready, willing, and able. So whatever you say. So when we are working at Simage, and so we always ready, willing, and able to do whatever task is assigned to us, whatever project or whatever class is assigned to us. So we always ready, willing, and able. All right, we have to take classes in literature. Okay, ready, willing, and able. Taking classes in uh, interview skills. Ready, willing, and able. So the person has to be ready, willing, and able to do whatever is told, any work which is assigned.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, we should be
Ready,
ready,
willing,
willing, and able.
yeah, exactly. Use it as much as you want to.
Yes, ma'am.
Love, honor, and obey. So it is a promise. It is a way to. We always say love, honor, and obey your elders. Otherwise, हमेशा ये wife के लिए use होता है. इसलिए लिखा है Prince Williams. Do you promise to love, honor, and obey? Wait, Katie, for your long and for as long as you shall live. तो क्या प्रॉमिस करते हैं कि आप अपनी वाइफ को लव करेंगे, ऑनर करेंगे, ओबे करेंगे? दैट विल यू लव, ऑनर एंड ओबे योर वाइफ? टू लव, ऑनर एंड ओबे, these three words are so beautiful. You, to love someone, to honor someone, to give respect someone, and to obey. Obey is one thing which it sends such positive vibes. All these three words, they're so powerful. Do you promise to love, honor, and obey your job? But normally it is always used for as a promise that uh, they have to make when they are getting married. Hopefully, you will only say this once in your life. शादी करें एक ही बार कह सकोगे इसको. This trinomial is used when you exchange vows with your partner in a wedding ceremony. Although it's always possible that the woman might not promise to obey her partner these days. So, anyways, I'm reading the whole thing because it doesn't make that sense. So, love, honor, and obey to whomsoever you will marry. All right. The next is uh, mind, body, and soul. It means mind, body, and soul. It's a great gym. अगर आप जिम में जा रहे हैं तो somebody is talking to Julie. Julie, it's a great gym. They have a pool, sauna, massage, everything. It will be good for your mind, body, and soul. The vacation was good. The vacation was good for the mind, body, and soul. I'm changing those some sentences. The vacation was good for the mind, body, and soul. Anything which is good, like it works like a medicine. Something which is good, something which is good for everything. Something which is good for you. Something which is good for you. Sometimes a lot of problems with editing. All right. The second is the next is hook, line, and sinker. For example, if someone tries to trick you and you believe that your story is completely without even suspecting there could be something wrong, you can say you fell for his hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. This is based on the idea of a fish so hungry it swallows the hook. वो मछली को फिश को फंसाने के लिए टू कैच द फिश वो क्या करते हैं, एक हुक डाल देते हैं खाने में और उसको ट्रिक करके उसको डिसीव करके और फिर मछली को खा लेती है, उस हुक को वो खा लेती है और वो उसमें फंस जाती है, राइट। तो वहीं से लिया गया है hook, line and sinker. It means somebody who tries to cheat you. So this is based on the idea of a fish so hungry it swallows the hook, the part that catches the fish, the line, the string. वो line वो string होता है जिससे वो hook फंसा हुआ होता है, and the sinker is a weight attached to the line. और एक sinker होता है, एक weight attached to the line जो कि पानी में वो डाल देता है, and that poor fish it swallows the hook and it gets trapped. And the meaning is
एडिक्शन हो गया ये अकेले ही मान लेता साला क्या चीज मुझे बुला रहा था
let me complete this. I'm on with the last word. So hook, line, and sinker means when you get trapped. For example, if someone tries to trick you and you believe their story और उनकी बात को आप believe करके और आप trick हो जाते हैं, कोई आपको धोखा दे रहा है, उसकी बातों में आ जाते हैं आप completely without even suspecting, आपको suspect भी नहीं करें कुछ foul play होगा, and you are in a trap. You can say that you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. You fell to fall for hook, line, and sinker. धोखे में पड़ जाना, hook, line, and sinker. when you will give your exams for online exams or for bank POs or cat math, these words will be there. And the second last going on. मतलब का मतलब होता है this means that something is no longer available anymore. Going on, of course there's a song also, लेकिन something which was there अब नहीं है. It's what an auctioneer calls out when he has a high bid for a house and is asking for anyone else is interested to continue the bidding. He says gone when he has found a buyer for the house. Similarly, you can say this when you are talking with your friends. It's used humorously. For example, who wants the last piece of cake? So last piece of cake किसको चाहिए? Anyone? No. Okay, going gone. और फिर आप उसको खा लेते हैं and the cake is no longer there. So this was going on, something which was there instantly it is not there. It is finished. And we open breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is used for restaurants or hotels. So they open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The last was a simple one: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can use it like I do not have to depend on servants for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I can manage my own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So these three words will be going together. That's all for today. I'll share the content with you. Yes, round number 32. Yes.
Ma'am, would you send it?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
All right. You guys, please stay back for your attendance.